Closers. How many contacts do you make? How many calls do you need to make? How many attempted calls do you need to make to be able to set an appointment? All right, Clutch Closers, let's go through the phone calls or attempted phone calls or contacts. I don't know. So the number one, lead comes into you. You've searched the lead, you've looked for context, you know how to respond to the customer, you know what you're going to say, so we call the customer. But where is the customer? Right now, we've got to look. The customer may be busy. Customer's busy living life. Remember, this is an instant microwave world, right? Go back and look at the new school versus old school. We talk a little bit about that. Your customer's busy. They wanted a piece of information. Maybe they submitted the lead because it said they had to submit the lead to get the price. Maybe they just wanted to verify the price you were going to send them was exactly the same as the one they saw online. Maybe they had a question that they needed answered and they were hoping that they could get that piece of information. Did you answer that question? I don't know. But odds are you call the customer, we make our attempt, and we get voicemail. Second call. It's made in a very short period of time later, maybe a couple of hours. Maybe you made the first call during the course of the day. You're making the second one later on before you leave that afternoon, and you're starting to feel like a little bit of a pest because you called the first time already. You got voicemail. Do I even need to follow up again? Well, the truth is that whenever you call this second time, and you're probably going to get voicemail again. We're going to get voicemail. The real truth is, I know you're starting to feel like a little bit of a nuisance to your customer. You're starting to feel like a pest. They obviously don't want to talk to you because you keep getting voicemail. But research shows that your customer hasn't even noticed at this point. They really haven't even paid any attention to you yet. Remember, they're busy living life. They had one little piece of information that they wanted to get when they made this first contact with you. I hope you gave it to them. And at that point, they're still trying to decide if they want to do business with you or not. But they haven't even paid you any attention yet. You're going to call a third time? Really? No, you're not. I mean, the truth is, if you're calling a third time, you're already above average. What does that say about the business that you're in? Most salespeople stop right here. They're going to stop at number 2. 50+% of the salespeople never make it to number 3. So I'm really glad that you're still with me. I'm glad you're still following up on your customer. So the simple fact that you've made it to the third phone call means that you're above average and you're doing something that most of your competition isn't at this point. But we need to do something a little different, right? It's more than just saying, hey, I'm following up with you. You need to send them a piece of information, right? If you're in the car business, send them, maybe you traded in a used car yesterday that might interest them, that we offer them a selection alternative. Hey, I know you submitted a lead on a 2020 F-150, but we also just traded in this 2018. It's equipped exactly the same. It can save you thousands of dollars. Mr. Jones, is that something that you would be interested in? Maybe they looked at a used vehicle they sent a lead on. Maybe we send them an inquiry or selection alternative on a new vehicle. We just had a fresh shipment of new trucks hit the ground. Didn't know if that's something that would be available to you or something you might be interested in. So we send them a little piece of information. We got to be a little creative right here. You're already standing out amongst the crowd and amongst your peers who stopped at 50%. So we're going to get a little creative and we're going to send them a little piece of information at this point, right? Maybe we're calling and we're going to send them some information. I'm just going to reference this for later. And at this point, I'm going to send them an email, but I'm also going to reference that email in my voicemail. I'm going to reference my voicemail in my email. The two are feeding off of each other, and I'm giving the customer multiple ways to communicate with me at this point. So we've given your customer a little piece of information. We've given them something that we can reference, and now we're going to make a fourth phone call, contact, attempt to contact. We're going to make this fourth one right here. I can't believe you're still following up. Because the real truth is 50% gave up here, about 95%. You're in the single digits now. If you're going to call 4 times, you're going to make 4 attempts to contact this customer to set an appointment, you're in the single digits, man. And I know, listen to me, Clutch Closers, I know you're getting tired at this point because you're starting to wonder again. I'm getting voicemail every time, man. I've gotten voicemail. My email hasn't been returned. I've sent permission for this customer to text me back, and they still haven't answered that. I mean, I'm getting nothing, but hang in there. Because the real truth is, research shows on this 4th attempt, your customers just now started to notice you. They really didn't notice you here. They're too busy with life. You followed up a little too soon here. You felt like a pest, but your customer didn't notice it. It's perfectly okay. Right here, we sent them another little piece of information, something that made it valid for me to call a third time. And now I'm going to follow up on that information. Hey, Mr. Jones, just calling to make sure and see if you got that other information that I sent you. Right? So I'm going to send that, and I'm going to go and I'm going to leave a voicemail again. Man, I feel terrible. Am I hounding this customer to death? Right here, number 4, they just noticed you. You just showed up on their radar. 5 times? Really? No way. You didn't. You didn't call your customer 5 times, did you? Again, you're still getting nothing but crickets. You're still getting nothing but the wall. We just showed up on their radar. That's the good news with the 5th time, right? Even though we're still getting crickets, technically, for the customer, this number 5, this is the 2nd time in their mind, this is the 2nd time that you've tried to contact them. And they're okay because you gave them something here. You gave them some information, right? We sent them some information, and we sent them a link for the new vehicle they were looking at, some fresh inventory that we just got in, and now I'm going to follow up on that. And maybe I'm going to give them something. Hey, I noticed that vehicle I sent you the other day. It just got discounted another $300. It got discounted another $200. Wanted to make sure you noticed that. We also had another fresh trade-in that came in today and didn't know if you'd be interested in that. And remember, we have new vehicles arriving every single day. By the way, why did an F-150 interest you? What are you trying to accomplish? I'm on the customer's radar now. My odds of getting an answer back are increasing dramatically at this point, but I can't believe you did it. 6 times? Really? I mean, are you really going to make a 6th phone call at this point? Are you really going to send out a 6th text message, a 6th email? I mean, what are you doing? You're talking to a wall here, right? You're getting nothing. I mean, you've got to feel like you're wasting your time at this point. But the odds are, I know you're getting nothing. I know you've got nothing here. But remember, this is the 3rd contact for your customer. You didn't show up on their radar through here. So let's start feeding on this number 4. We've sent them some information. We've sent them something of value, right? How can we get a little bit more creative in this right here, right? We're still sending them inventory. We're still sending them inventory choices. Let me ask you something in your contact here. At any point, have you sent the customer a video, right? If we're responding to an internet lead here, you better have sent them a video at some point. And it really, realistically, it needs to be right here at number 1. You need to be sending them that video right then. But maybe we can send them another one right here at number 6 too, because this one, they're too busy to talk to us. They're just starting to listen to us. Let's follow up with another video. Let's send it to them at number 6. Maybe you want to use real mail, snail mail. When was the last time you... Oh, that's awful. When was the last time you licked a stamp, right? When was the last time you did that? It's been a while, hasn't it? 6 phone calls may seem like an absolute waste of time, and I know you're feeling like it's... Hold on a second. It's Brad, can I help you? Oh, hey. Hey, Mr. Jones, this is Brad. I've been trying to contact you lately, man. How you been? Hey, did you... Yeah, you got the information I sent you? That sounds great. Which one do you think works better for you? I know I sent you a couple. I sent you one on the new and I sent you one on the used. Oh, you did like that used car option that I got. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull both of them up. I know when you first contacted me, I sent you a video. I sent you a video on the new one. I'm going to pull that one up because we still have it in stock. I'll also have you a selection alternative just in case so you can look at it and see what's out there and make an educated decision on a used one. I'll have them both pulled up for you. What time can you be here? Yeah. Oh, no, I can get you. I'll have all that information you need and I'll have it laid out for you. Can you be here today, or does tomorrow work better for you? Today in the afternoon, 6 o'clock, how about 6:15? All right, mister, I got you down. 6:15 works. 7 contacts? 7 contacts. Fireworks are blowing. Pop the champagne bottles. You made it. Now you know the magic number, and the magic number's 7. If you're being If you're being Jimmy, Joe, Bob, Susie average and you're cutting out at number 2, because this is where everybody else stops. Most people stop at number 2. Almost nobody ever makes it to number 3. Number 4, you're in single digits when you get down here. You're really low single digits by the time you make it to that 6 phone call. 7's the magic number, clutch closers. 7 times is what it takes. Get out there, go follow up today, go set some appointments, think backwards. I want you to be clutching the close. I want you to be better today than what you were yesterday. I want you to win and live your life full of all your dreams, goals, and aspirations. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you can get the alerts, and go out there and be clutching the close today, clutch closers.